This was sent by Hezbollah's longtime enemy, Israel, and was powered with just a few ounces of explosive material. Thousands of pagers and walkie-talkies left thousands injured and at least 35 people dead. In Lebanon, over the last 2 days, there have been a series of attacks that have left people questioning any electronic device that they may be holding. The entire country, as we understand it now, is panicked. Israel hasn't confirmed or denied their involvement in the explosions that rocked Lebanon, but we spoke to 12 intelligence and defense officials who gave us details of this operation. This was a fairly long game. Supply chain attacks, as these are known, are not simple to carry out. Israel began working on this operation a couple years ago when, through their own intelligence, they discovered that Hezbollah's leader, Hassan Nasrallah, was nervous about the cell phones that his militia was using to communicate. The idea was that Hezbollah needed low-tech devices, and if they could create a believable front for the purchase of those pagers, Hezbollah would come to them. And so they were able to manufacture these devices. They really only had a few ounces of explosive material. As we understand, it was placed quite close to the battery or within the battery. Initially, the pagers pointed to a Taiwanese company, Gold Apollo. That company says it contracted out to a Hungarian company, BAC Consulting. We are still unraveling the shell companies that Israel created in order to hide this operation. Hezbollah thought that they were evading Israel's ability to spy on cell phones. And by going low-tech, by relying on things like pagers and walkie-talkies, they thought they were essentially getting the gift of free communication. Instead, Hezbollah was inviting a very potent Israeli weapon into their pockets and into their homes. Between 2010 and 2020, Israel engaged in a number of assassinations against Iran, against Lebanon, using technology that was sophisticated. In one case in 2020, they used an AI-powered robot. So Israel has been experimental in the use of this technology for many, many years. In his first public address after this happened, Hezbollah's leader Nasrallah said that this really crossed red lines.
وتم تفجيرها في وقت واحد. العدو تجاوز في هذه العملية كل الضوابط والقوانين والخطوط الحمراء.
And part of what he's referring to there is that there was very high civilian casualty. There was a very high number of civilians that were injured in this operation. And so there was a sense that people across Lebanon had really been targeted.